Hi, I'm Plami, and in this episode of REWATCH, I'm gonna be checking out the first comeback of a no-go boy group which debuted earlier this year called Blitzers, and their song is called "We'll Make a Mistake." This group I've had an interest to check out because I saw that they were coming back and everything, and I was like, hey, let's check it out because I love checking out new groups on my channel, and actually I've been checking out much more new K-pop groups ever since I started the YouTube channel. That's one of the things that I love about what I do. And this group has also been recommended to me and requested to react to by my good friend Yuri, so thanks to him for also asking me to do it. And I'm hoping that I'm gonna like this. Usually whenever my friend requests me or recommends me something to react to, I end up liking it. But whether that's gonna be the case in this video, I don't know. So without further ado, I guess let's go into it and find out in 3, 2, 1. If I like this, I'm gonna go back and check out their debut song as well. But that's gonna happen in a separate video. Okay, I'm already intrigued with the guitar. Hopefully it's not gonna be just for the intro because I hate when K-pop groups do that. Okay, so far pretty good, but it doesn't sound that different from other songs that I've heard. It even reminds me a lot of MC and D. Although I do appreciate the guitar and the instrumental. Okay, this song is so all over the place. I'm definitely gonna have to give it a second listen before I decide how I feel about it. Although I gotta commend their dancing, the little that we see from them is actually really good and really sharp. Look at me. Is this supposed to be the chorus? I mean, it's hard to tell with the kind of song that it is, but this is definitely the bridge. Honestly, this is probably the best part of the song for me. Look at me. Damn, this guy looks so pretty. Okay, so guys, even if you ask me about my first impressions with the song, I honestly don't even know what to say about it. it's very all over the place. It's not a bad song, that's not what I'm saying, but it is very all over the place. And usually I do like this kind of songs where it's kind of like all over the place, so I don't want to completely write this song off just because it didn't grab me fully on first listen. But this is my first impressions after all. And as far as first impressions go, I mean, it's good. Like, it's not bad, but I feel like it doesn't necessarily have enough of an identity of its own. It's more of like splashing a bunch of different identities into this one song. And as I said, a huge part of the beginning reminded me a lot of MC&D, and I can definitely see MC&D doing a song like this. And funnily enough, I feel like maybe if they did it, I would have liked it more. I don't know why, but there's that as well. So, yeah. It's interesting, but it's not necessarily as good as I was hoping it was going to be, I guess. I'm a little underwhelmed. Although I do appreciate the ambition that went into this song. So yeah. As usual, I'm gonna give it a second listen before I decide on my final thoughts. So let's get into it again in 3, 2, 1. I feel like if they made this song more of a rock song like this, I would have liked it so much more. And it would have ended being a better and more cohesive song as well. I feel like this song maybe suffers a little bit of the lack of melody to carry it through syndrome, which is something that I've complained for other songs as well, because I do like songs like this which are very messy like this, and have a bunch of completely different sounding songs in one song. But there's still gotta be one melody to carry and connect all the pieces of the song together, you know? Look at me. Follow me. Do it. Look at me. 쓰러졌지. 상처감이라도 털어냈지. 수줍은 그래도 다시 일어섰지. Follow me. Honestly, I really don't like this bass part of the song, where you hear the bass in the background. I usually in general don't like these kind of like bass heavy songs, but I feel like it kind of ruins the song a little bit for me, because it kind of makes it grind to a halt completely, and it's not even like particularly satisfying to listen to. Look at me. Again, maybe after a few more listens it's gonna get better, but again, while not bad that bad of a song, it just is not exactly how I want it, I guess. Like, maybe if even they went with this melody for the chorus here, I feel like it still would have ended up being a better song. I feel like they just kinda emphasized and focused on the wrong thing for the song. that stupid bass part of it. I just don't like that part, honestly. So yeah, I am a little disappointed ultimately because I was wishing to like this. I wanted to like this because I mean, there's no reason for me to want to hate a group, you know. But sadly, I am not gonna probably listen to this one again. Maybe if I end up randomly not skipping it, I'll end up liking it a little more. But right now, it's not the hit that I was hoping for, you know. It's not bad or anything, and again, I like what it's going for the most part, because it is very much my kind of K-pop music, but I feel like it just kind of misses the mark. Like the puzzle pieces that the song consists of just don't quite fit together, and it doesn't really make for as great of an experience at the end as I was hoping for. Hopefully you guys are not gonna completely destroy me with the dislikes just because I say that, but like maybe there are some other songs in the group's albums, or maybe their debut song was better. And if that is the case, comment down below so I know to check it out, because I want to get more group to listen to and enjoy them. And yeah, in general, if you want me to check out the B-sides of this album now that I've reacted to the title track, comment down below so I know there's a demand for it, because otherwise I'll probably do it, but it's gonna be far in the future when I don't have anything else to do, or whenever I decide that I have a feeling that I kind of want to sit down and do it, you know. And yeah, in terms of a rating for this song, I think I'm going to go with an 8.1 out of 10. Again, it's good, it has potential, and the idols are doing well at what they were supposed to do in the song. As I said, the dancing was really sharp and I really enjoyed it. The rapping was fine, but the verses, again, that kind of goes back to the song not really being structured correctly and lacking a melody that makes it feel more cohesive and connects all the bits and pieces. But the rapping otherwise was fine. I just think as a whole product, it didn't really work that well. But yeah, if you disagree with me, that is fine. That is just my opinion. And now, before we end this video, I just want to talk about something to you guys very quickly, which some of you may or may have not noticed before or know about me, that being the fact that I am trans. And yes, this may come as shocking to some of you because I don't really flaunt it that much on my channel, or at least I feel like I don't. Outside of like my K-pop reactions, which is where I feel like the most comfortable being myself like this. And yeah, I am in fact trans. I'm not necessarily full-on male to female, but I heavily want to transition to being pretty female. I do consider myself more non-binary though, or maybe gender fluid would be the best descriptor as well, because I do have occasional moments where I feel fine being like just a normal guy, but most of the time, like right now, I do feel very dysphoric. And that's why I'm asking you guys for any help that you can give me, because my situation right now, I don't really see any way outside of you guys' help. Because, and this is gonna be kept short and concise, I live with my parents. They're never going to accept me as a trans person. They just never will. And as a matter of fact, back when I started the YouTube channel, I was actually kind of slightly starting my transition back then, with like starting to grow out my hair. I even got to DIY HRT, but because my parents started noticing certain things like my behavior had changed a lot and my clothes had changed a lot, I kind of had to stop doing that because they were constantly nagging me about cutting my hair and just started to kind of be threatening in a certain way, and felt like they were ashamed of me and everything. And that just kind of stress just tired me out to the point where I just gave up. But as dysphoria goes, it just doesn't go away, you know. I still feel like this, and in fact it's somewhat been intensifying again recently. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. And again, I would really appreciate any amount of support you can give me in regards to this, because I just don't see any way out of this. Because even if I moved out of my parents' house and got myself a job and everything, that's just not gonna work for long-term planning, because once I transition, it's like I probably will not be able to get myself a job, because my country is very transphobic. Nobody gives a shit about LGBT people at all. So there's not even much I can do even in terms of transitioning here. So yeah, I don't know. I just would appreciate any amount of support you can give me, be it monetarily or in any way otherwise. And this is not about boosting my channel or anything, or guilt tripping you with my sob story. I just wanted to get this off my chest and make my subscribers aware of the situation that I am in, and that I would appreciate anything that you guys can help me out with. It would mean literally everything. Like, for example, a friend that I made after starting this YouTube channel, my good friend Yuri, has been helping me out a lot. And I genuinely might have not been here if it wasn't for him showing up and befriending me. So yeah, this just went a little bit longer than I intended, but I would just really appreciate anything you can support me with. That's kind of ultimately what I'm trying to say. Before we end this video, I just want to give a huge thanks to my currently one and only patron on Patreon, Omari Bridgman. If you want to join that person and support me, you can do that by going down in the description below and clicking on the link to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account. Because for those of you who don't know what Ko-fi is, it's a website very similar to Patreon where you can pledge your support to your favorite creators. But the biggest difference between the two websites is that on Patreon, it's more for like long-term support, where you get benefits and perks for supporting your favorite creators. Like in my case, if you guys, the K-pop fans, decide to support me for my videos, you get the benefit of requesting me, or technically demanding me, to do reactions to the things you want to see a reaction of in K-pop, be it music videos or albums. You get 4 reactions per month. Get to request 4 reactions per month, which again you can still do by commenting down in the comments below. It's just that when it goes through Patreon, it's gonna happen certainly as soon as I can do it. And on the other hand, on Ko-fi, it's more for like simple donations, kind of like Twitch, where you might write me a message or something, and I will almost definitely give you, I'll definitely give you a shout out on the channel for supporting me through Ko-fi, but you don't really get any benefits through it. At least not as of now. Maybe in the future, but not as of now. So whichever way you want to support me is completely up to you. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me over there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories, or you simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!